Today we're going to compare two of the most popular handguns for CCW and general self-defense. Those two guns in question are the Sig Sauer P365 and its many variants, as well as the Springfield Armory Hellcat and the multiple versions of that gun as well. Initially, both companies started off manufacturing only one model of each pistol, and that would be the original 3-inch 9mm version. Later down the road, they developed different models with longer barrels, as well as multiple variations in color, as well as capabilities directly out of the box, which in turn gives the consumers more options. Starting with the Croatian-made Springfield Hellcat, Springfield Armory initially developed the 3-inch model in a black-on-black finish. When the original Hellcat gained popularity, Springfield also took recommendations from customers, as well as the industry, to develop other models such as the Hellcat Pro. The Hellcat Pro is a 3.7-inch barrel 9mm that comes with a double-stack magazine, known for holding slightly more rounds than the standard Hellcat, somewhere around 15 to 17, depending on if you have base plates integrated. And one of the reasons why the Hellcat line of firearms took the industry so well is because during the COVID-19 pandemic, the strain of the American manufacturing market meant the United States had to rely on other countries to fill the void. Thankfully, Springfield was able to ensure a steady supply of highly reliable and reasonably priced handguns to continue distributing throughout the entirety of the pandemic. A second reason why the Hellcat was able to succeed in today's market is the fact that most models come directly optics ready from the factory. With a rising popularity in optics use on handguns, coupled with affordable optics that remain reliable, most consumers are taking advantage of the ability to increase accuracy by purchasing Hellcats and Hellcat Pros that have optics cuts already integrated onto the slide. Due to the wide range of optics, Springfield has chosen to ship their Hellcats with the OSP micro footprint pattern. That means that Springfield also sells red dots that fit directly onto the gun, and third-party companies manufacture adapter plates that will fit just about any optic on the market. So if you have a favorite optic, such as one by HoloSun or Trijicon, or any of the other companies out there, you can purchase your pistol, you can purchase your optic, and then purchase a mounting plate to adapt the two together. Finally, a popular reason why many new and seasoned shooters grab the Hellcat pistol as a good CCW option is because they all come with a standard light rail directly out of the box. That means shooters can secure a flashlight or even a laser light combo directly under the rail of the gun and gain the ability to positively identify targets at night, as well as increase accuracy even if they're at a trip at the shooting range. Next up on the list is the Sig Sauer P365 and the many variations that come with that gun as well. The P365 is probably one of the most coveted 9mm subcompacts on the market. Even all the way into 2024, there are still new models being released seemingly every quarter, and Sig always has new accessories to purchase as well. This is a very popular option for many shooters, both new and old, because there's a lot of features this gun has that people are always looking for. Sig chose to start with a simple 10-round 9mm handgun that came with fantastic night sights. The ability to integrate a 1911 safety on a gun for concealed carry has also been a huge ask from the industry, and with the 365, Sig has been able to provide that. Now, back to the night sights. Every P365 purchased from the factory will come with a set of Sig Night Bright sights that have tritium and glow in the dark. They don't rely on any ambient light. They can glow in pitch black darkness. This gun is also striker fired and has a 1911 style safety. These are two features that are typically not seen together on a handgun. 1911s have a very distinct safety, and striker-fired handguns typically don't have a safety. But shooters can opt to have a safety installed or purchase a P365 with one already on it. And that's a great feature for beginner CCWs because most people are very worried about a safety. One of the reasons why the P365 has become such a popular handgun in America, aside from many customers' deep brand loyalty, was just how well made these pistols are. The accuracy directly out of the box is unmatched, and even on the 3-inch barrel, hitting targets at 20 and 25 yards is still relatively easy. The innovations of the P365 have not slowed down, even into 2024. New versions of the original model have been released with enhanced features, such as larger sizes, better accessories, and even more state-compliant models, such as the model for the communist state of California. One fact that cannot be ignored between both Sig and Springfield is how both of these can be purchased in California. Thankfully, there's a model for everyone. Over here at Shot Review, we don't expect you to be too familiar with single state gun laws, but we want all of you to keep in mind that the state of California has some of the most restrictive firearms laws in the country. Something as simple as purchasing a gun can be a 2-week-long process that involves background checks, extended paperwork, and many signatures. Now, when you think about the 365, you've got to think about a model that fits for everybody. And this is probably one of the most plug-and-play guns on the market. The P365 comes in many versions, and right now, one of the most popular models on the market has to be the X Macro, which is a full-size grip with a 3-inch barrel, and it's even got a slide integrated compensator already built into the gun. The reason this gun is so popular across the entire United States is because it packs such a small package into such an effective weapon. And if shooters are able to get enough time behind the gun, and maybe even some professional training, they have a chance at carrying this gun for CCW and maybe even considering using it for competition. One of the biggest concerns that concealed carry holders have with a firearm is magazine capacity. And P365s from Sig have you covered no matter what. The entry-level magazine capacity on this firearm is 10 rounds. But when you work your way up to the XL model, you gain the ability to have 12 and 15-round magazines. And if you make the leap to the coveted P365 X Macro, you have the ability to start with a 17-round magazine that still fits flush with the frame of the gun. That's a huge benefit for most shooters because they can carry 2 magazines and have well over 30 rounds on them. And since these guns are chambered in 9mm, recoil mitigation is fairly easy. You've got to have a little bit of shooting experience, and we recommend professional training because that's the only way to get better and realize what your mistakes are. If you're looking for a gun that doesn't have as much recoil as a 9mm, but is still as dependable as a P365, you can even remain within this model range. Recently, Sig released a model, chambered in 380 ACP, that feels and manipulates just like the original gun. When you compare 380 to a 9mm, it is the same bore diameter, the bullet is slightly lighter, traveling about 100 feet per second slower, but still packs a punch. Many female shooters have opted for 380s because of how easy it is to shoot and follow up with shots on target after the first. Now, let's take an opportunity to dig into some of the customizable options of the P365 as well. Since the P365 is built on a fire control unit similar to the P320, this gun is a lot like working with Legos. You can disassemble the firearm and put parts back together into a different version of the gun that are still a P365. The parts compatibility across the model range is phenomenal, and there's a lot of companies aftermarket producing frames and slides and accessories to enhance the shooter's experience while gaining accuracy and even some control on the gun. One of the most notable in the entire United States is the Juggernaut Tactical JT P365 machined grip module. This is a very innovative piece of equipment that's made out of machined aluminum. It replaces the OEM frame, which would be the polymer injection molded piece that comes on the firearm. You drop your fire control unit into the new grip module and take advantage of some very nice base plates that have also been machined out of aluminum, and now you have a heavier weight, far more accurate version of the original P365. This is also compatible with every model of the P365 on the market, as well as every slide. The JT P365 grip module can also accept a safety, or you can remove the safety. This is one of the best options for CCW if you're looking for some sustenance in your hands. And if you haven't had a chance to check it out, we highly recommend going to Juggernaut Tactical's website and taking a look at what they have. They are even producing very distinct color options, such as bronze, black, tan, and for a little extra money, you can even have a custom color, anodized or Cerakoted. Well, shooters, what do you think? Are these some good reasons to help you consider one of these 2 pistols for CCW? Or do you have a better recommendation for us in the comments? Either way, we're eager to hear your opinions and want to hear about what you want to hear from us in the future. So, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you have any questions, we'd love to answer them.